Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Nama Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarne Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. So everybody is welcome, all the boys and girls. I want one youth to come here. Volunteer, anyone. No facing back to the deity. You have to stand up. What's your name?
Ramraj Das.
Ramraj. You are initiated? Yes. Very good. Stand properly. Point out your forehead. I want to lecture, he is initiated, new one, somebody who is not initiated. They are all initiated?
No. Anyone, come.
Okay, yeah. You sit down. What's your name?
Panav.
Panav.
Yes.
Okay. Panav, point out your nose. Point out your forehead. Point out your chest. Point out your leg. Now point out yourself. Put finger on yourself. This is your chest.
Yeah, that's my chest.
You say my nose, my forehead, my legs. But I is different than the my. Point out yourself. Where are you? See, he doesn't know. This is very, very important. We say my nose. We don't say I nose. What is that I?
I, like myself.
Yourself, what is the meaning of I?
It's myself, like my entire.
He is not able to answer. I is soul. You understand?
Soul.
Soul claim proprietorship over this body, my body. We don't say I body. I is different than the my. What is that I? That is soul. You understand?
Yeah, it's a soul.
Sit down. So we got these human bodies, boys, girls, to understand that soul. Purpose of life is to understand that soul, to become self-realized. Krishna has given us these bodies, different bodies according to our karma, not to eat, to drink and be merry. That nowadays people believe this body is meant to eat, to drink and be merry. No. This body doesn't matter, man's body or woman's body, is to understand the soul. Animal cannot understand that I am soul, though they are also soul. Same soul is there in animal body, same soul in my body. I have this developed human body and animal cannot understand it. So Srila Prabhupada gave the education of the soul. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Sri Krishna is saying, Nainam Siddhanti Shastrani, Nainam Dhati Pavaka, Na Tevan Kalidanti Apo Na Shoshati Maruta. Soul cannot be killed, soul cannot be cut with the sword or washed with the water and burned. We are that soul. So these bodies are given to us by Krishna to understand that soul. My question now, how we can understand that soul? Who can answer? Raise your hand. How we can understand that soul? Now you understood, I is different than the my. We are soul. How we can understand that soul? Yes?
By practicing Krishna consciousness?
Yes. Proper answer. Very good. Krishna consciousness, right now, We are on the body platform. I am thinking I am this body. But spiritual life begins from here, that I am not this body, I am soul. And how we can come to that soul platform? By practicing Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness, is a science of soul. In the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Sri Krishna is saying, Raj Vidya Raj Goyam Pavitram Midamuttamam Prataksha Vagam Dharamayam Susukham Kartam Bhavayam. Arjun, the science, this knowledge which I am giving you is the king of knowledge. Nowhere in the whole world being taught about the soul. Srila Prabhupada was in Boston, in the US. There he spoke. He said, it's a big university. Where is the department to understand that soul? No department. Physics department, chemistry department, this department, that department. No department. But there is no department to understand the soul. So Srila Prabhupada is the greatest gift of Krishna to the whole world. Prabhupada gave us this science of soul. Actually, we are supposed to understand that soul. This body is meant to understand soul. Soul minus body is a dead body. No use. A person may be a very educated person, PhD or MBBS, FRCS London, so many degrees, very rich man. As soon as soul leaves the body, is a dead body, useless. Boys and girls, it's very nice and very happy to hear. All of you are coming every Sunday, eh?
Yes.
And what's your name?
My name is Haridas Variadas.
Haridas.
Variadas.
Variadas. Huh? Haridas, I have a long name. Haridas.
Haridas.
Haridas gives you class, very nice. So, please try to cultivate Krishna consciousness. What is the real education to understand the soul? Not that you become very educated, PhD. There is one story Prabhupada tells. There was one scientist. This scientist was very proud of his education, scientific education. Once he was roaming at the bank of sea. He thought, let me go and have a boat ride and go into the sea. He called one boatman, it's in India. Boatman, he said, boatman, I want to see the sea inside. So, okay, sir, sit. He sat in the boat and started, sailing the boat. While, this scientist was sitting, he asked a question to the boatman. Boatman, you know anything about physics? You have any knowledge of physics? Boatman said, sir, I am illiterate. I have no knowledge of physics. 25% of your life is waste. Boat went a little further. Then again he asked him the question, you have any knowledge of chemistry? He said, no, sir, I have no knowledge of chemistry. 50% of your life is waste. Boat went further. What happened? Now boat is, what do you call that? Up and down, more, not smooth. Rocking. He said, boatman, yes sir. What's happening? Boat is not smooth. He stood up and looked into the sea. He said, sir, there is a sea storm. Then, sir, you know how to travel, how to swim? He said, no, I don't know how to swim. Sir, 100% of your life is boatman is compared with a devotee. And, this scientist, this education is useless. Try to understand. One day, me, you, he, she, we are all going to sit in one test. Anyone can tell me, raise your hand, which test we are all going to sit? Raise your hand. I didn't say. You people don't know? You don't know? Yes. Big test. At the time of death, our mother, father, sister, brother, If we are married, then husband or wife, nobody can help us. Can anybody help? Only Krishna can help. But people are forgetful of Krishna. It's Krishna's mercy that Prabhupada is. I am telling you, I was Prabhupada's personal servant. You know this? Personally traveled with him. And I will say this, such a great soul is very rare. He was such a wonderful personality. And let me tell you a little background so that you can understand the greatness of Prabhupada. Before I met Prabhupada, from a young age, my only desire was to become a saint, Indian saint, sadhu. You people understand little Hindi?
Yeah.
साधु बनने की इच्छा थी मेरी, मैं साधु बनना चाहता था. I met quite good number of sadhus, At the age of 17, now I am 78. 78 is running. At the age of 17, I ran away from home. My family members, they didn't allow me by force. I came to Vrindavan. Then my parents came, they took me back. Then they wanted me to get married. I said, no, I don't want to get married. They were forcing, then I ran away and never went back. And by Krishna's arrangement, Radharani's mercy, Gaundita's mercy, it was divine arrangement, I met Prabhupada. After meeting Prabhupada, I was very happy and very peaceful. So Prabhupada is a special devotee of the Lord. I say that he was an incarnation to save the humanity from going to dogs. Whole world is going to dogs. Whole world is preparing a royal road to hell. Prabhupada came to save us. He sent by Krishna. Prabhupada is a gift of Krishna. Radharani Gaundita. So, he taught people what you people are doing is a waste of time. Person may become very rich man, billionaire, millionaire. Everything he has, materially speaking. But what will happen? What will the end? With one stroke of death, everything is finished. His kingdom is billions of dollars, billions of dirham, Ram or dirham. Cannot help him. Nobody can help us. But nobody is trying to understand this. So Prabhupada taught us how we can understand that. When we come to the shelter of Krishna, people are committing sinful activities, 4 sinful activities. Who knows the 4 sinful activities? Raise your hand.
Avoid intoxicating substance. You can't have a relation with any other apart from partner. No non-vegetarian. And no gambling.
Yes. These are the sinful activities. Whole world is engaged into the sinful activities. So Prabhupada taught this. See Prabhupada's power, In India, I was in Amritsar. One lady brought another lady and she said, Maharaj, I preached to her and she wants to take initiation from you. But I told her everything. Still, I wanted to test this other lady. I said, you know the 4 regulative principles? So I said, first principle is vegetarian, no meat, fish, egg, onion and garlic. She said, I take onion, garlic, I will stop that. Second principle, no intoxication. Cigarette, bidi, tobacco, pan, chai. When I said tea, she said, I cannot give up this. She got up and ran away. I cannot give up the tea. Prabhupada give up wine to those people, those who are drinking wine like a water, These Western people, from the young age they drink wine. And all kind of, and Prabhupada's power was so great, he made them to give up all the sinful activities. So boys, young boys and girls, all of you should have full faith in Prabhupada. Pray for his mercy. I have to say frankly, right now no matches of Prabhupada. You agree or disagree? Is there any match of Prabhupada?
No.
That's what I'm saying. No match. He is matchless. When Prabhupada started this movement from New York, they hired one storefront. You understand storefront? And there it was little matchless gift. The Buddha said, Prabhupada, remove this gift. No, leave it. Prabhupada gave the matchless gift. This Krishna consciousness is a matchless gift of Srila Prabhupada. No match. Have full faith, and I wish all of you, can I wish all of you something? Boys are quiet. Can I?
Yes.
I wish all of you become so great devotee and return this lifetime back home, back to including your teacher, Haridas. You know, Prabhupada, this is the mission. Prabhupada said, our mission is to save the soul. How the souls will be saved? When they will come to the shelter of Krishna. Only Krishna can save us. Remember this. In India, all of your from Indian background, I also came from the same background. In our temple, we have a temple at home. Ram is there, Krishna is there, Shiva is there, Ganapati is there. We should respect everyone, but we should worship only Krishna. You understand? Krishna is explaining everything. Unless or until somebody like Srila Prabhupada is explain us, we cannot understand the things. Purity, Prabhupada said 4 things. Prabhupada said, my books are the basis, preaching is the essence, and purity is the force. Utility is the principle. How the purity will come? When we serve Krishna selflessly. I know Lord Chaitanya's Shikshashtak, one shloka of Shikshashtak is, Lord Chaitanya is, who is Lord Chaitanya? Raise your hand.
The Kali-yuga incarnation of Krishna.
Yes. He is non-different from Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. He is Krishna in the mood of Radharani. So Lord Chaitanya, he uttered only 8 verses. As Krishna spoke the Gita, but a Shikshashtak. 1 verse of Shikshashtak. All of you should remember the whole Shikshashtak. You want me to recite Shikshashtak? Can I?
Yes.
Cheto darpanam marjanam bhava mahadava gani nirvapanam shriya keriva chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam udivardhanam pratipadam purnamrita swadanam sarvatma sanapanam parambhajete Sri Krishna Samkirtan. Glories to Sri Krishna Samkirtan, which cleans the heart of all the dust accumulated for years together and extinguish the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. This Samkirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge and it increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Nam namakari bahuda nija sarva shaktis tatrapita nyamita smarnena kala edadarshi tava kripa bhagavan mavapi durdevam idarsham ihajani nanurada. O Almighty Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings. Thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these holy names. O Almighty Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate. I have no attraction for them. Tranadapi shuni chena tarorapi sahasnuna amanina mandena kirtaniye sadhari. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree. devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respects to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kame mam janmani janmani ishvare bhavatad bhakti ahetukituri. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. What I want, only your causeless devotional service. Bharta Bharta. Ai nanda tanuja kinkaram patitam mam vishame babam buddha kripaya tava pada pankaja sita dhuli sattusham vachintaya. O son of Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please, therefore, pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. Nainam galadashru dhareya vadanam gadgadarudhaya gira pulake nichintam vapugada tavanamagrane bhavishyati. O Almighty Lord, when will be my eyes be decorated with tears of love, flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will be my voice be choked up, and when will the hairs on my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? Yugayatam nimishena chakshusha praveshitam shuniyayatam jagat sarvam govinda. O Govinda, what is the translation beginning? Yugayatam nimishena. Harikol.
Separation from you,
Feeling your separation.
feeling your separation.
Almighty Lord, another word from beginning. निकाल उसको देख बोल रहा हूँ मैं. I'm forgetting that word. Yugayitam.
I am considering a moment like to be like 12 years.
Oh Govinda, feeling your separation. Oh Govinda, feeling your separation.
O Govinda, feeling your separation, I'm considering moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, feeling all vacant in the world, in your absence. Last one. Ashilesha va padaratam pinastoma adarshnan maram hatam krutova yatha tatha va vidhatu lampato mat prana natastu saiva na. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain. So even if he handles me roughly by his embrace, or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me, he is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipable Lord unconditionally. Shri Shri Shikshastra ki jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Na dhanam na janam na sundarim. This slok, O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth. We are all after money. Money, money. Prabhupada used to say money, money. Money is a honey. But if those who want Krishna, they are not after money. I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. Man wants beautiful woman, woman wants beautiful man. No, I don't want. Or if this guru, he wants many followers. I don't want. Nor do I want to become a big orator. Then what do you want? I only want your causeless devotional service, no cause, worth after worth. You know, we should serve Krishna causelessly, not expect anything in return. That is a causeless devotional service. That is the gift of Srila Prabhupada. If we serve Krishna and pray for something material, we may get that, may not get, but then we won't get Krishna. You understand? Everybody?
Yes.
Why you not answering? Why not saying?
Yes.
Speak. Yes. We should want Krishna. If we won't want Krishna, we won't attain Krishna prem, then we have to go to the cycle of birth and death. Krishna in the 18th chapter saying, Antakale chamameva swarna muktva kalevram ya prayati samad bhavam yati nasat yatra samsaya. At the end of one's life, 1 hour, if one is remembering Krishna, he will attain Krishna. He is saying there is no doubt in this. Next verse in the 8th chapter, Lord is saying, Yam yam vapi swarna bhavam tyajate ante kalevanam tam tameveti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavita. At the time of quitting this body, if somebody is remembering something else, he will attain to that stage. Like Prabhupada has given the example in the purport, Maharaja Bharat was the king of the whole world. This whole world is a Bharatvarsh. All of you understand this?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
He renounced the kingdom of the whole world, his beautiful queen, children, palatial living, and went to the forest. He went to which ashram? In Nepal. Pula ashram. He stayed at the bank of a river Gandaki. Gandaki river there, Shaligram, comes from Gandaki river. He was meditating and chanting the name of Krishna, 3 times bathing the river, total dependence upon and what he is eating, whatever he is getting in the forest, He was alone. So what happened? Once he was sitting in his hut, hermitage, grass hut. One she-deer was drinking water. While she was drinking the water, there was a roaring of a lion. And the she-deer thought, oh, lion is going to come and eat me. Out of fear, she jumped into the river, tried to cross the river and go to the other side of the river. While she was crossing the river, she was carrying a baby in her womb. She had a miscarriage in the water. And she crossed, she went to the side, and there she looked at her newly born baby, deer, and she died. Maharaj Bharat was watching this. He said, oh no, this is, very merciful. He is such a great personality. Now this little deer, fawn, there's no mother. What will happen? He went and brought him out of the water and took care of him. And what happened? Maya is so powerful. When little deer started growing, Maharaja Bharat's attachment also started growing with that deer. Time and tide waits for no one. One day what happened? That now this little deer has become big deer. He left and didn't come back. Maharaja Bharat is lying on a deathbed there in the Pulaha ashram. And in spite of thinking of Krishna, he's thinking of that deer. He thought, he's thinking, he was motherless. Maybe, I don't know, some other animal has eaten him. They was thinking, and he left the body in that state of mind. His next body was a deer. When he became deer, then he remembered that who he was. He was the king of the whole world, Maharaja Bharat. Then he felt very sorry what I did, But what can be done? फिर पछताई क्या होता है जब चिड़ियाँ चुग गईं खेत. He felt very bad. Then he spent time in deer body, ate the dry leaves. Then next month Krishna gave him in the house of a Brahman. There, voluntarily, he became deaf and dumb. Won't speak, won't hear anything. And he decided this lifetime I have to return back home, back to God. So point Prabhupada is making, dear devotees, nowadays people keep dogs in their homes, And they become attached to the dogs. What will happen when at the time of death? In spite of thinking of Krishna, I will be thinking of a dog. Next body is going to be a dog. Very risky situation. We should train ourselves in such a way we are only thinking of Krishna. That's why Krishna said, Sarv dharman paritajye mamekam sharanam vraja. Give up all varieties of religion. Surrender unto me only mamekam, only one. And what I will do? Aham tvam sarva papebhyo. I shall deliver you from the reaction of your all sinful action. Moksha shami macha. I will give you the liberation Master said, don't run, buddy. But we don't come to the shelter of Krishna. Prabhupada taught us to come to the shelter of Krishna. I wish all of you to come to the shelter of Krishna, all the boys and all the girls. Yes?
Yes.
Those who don't want to come, raise your hands. But you have to come, you are promising me in the temple. If you are into the lotus feet of Krishna by the mercy of Prabhupada, then only end of your life is also coming, end of my life is also coming. We don't know when we are going to die. Death is inevitable and it can come at any moment, at any age. We have a center in India, Udhampur, in Kashmir. Any of you been to Kashmir? No. Udhampur. This Mataji has come to Udhampur. How is that center? There, one, Mataji, she was coming to the temple. She has a boy, little boy, very loving boy, and he is this, Madhupriya is my cameraman. He liked that boy very much. You like him? Eh?
Yeah.
Everybody likes him. कितनी उम्र थी उसकी? हैं? He was 2.5 years old, very loving boy. When he celebrated his first year of birth, so I gave him Sumal dhoti and kurta. One day he asked his mother, Mata, put me up with dhoti and kurta. I want to see Guruji in the temple. I want to go to the temple. At the age of 2.5, he left his body. Point is, we can leave at any time. It's not that when we grow older, then we leave. At any time we can leave. So, in the chapter 13, verse 9, Krishna is saying, Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukh doshanu darshanam. Birth, death, old age, disease, problem, Lord is saying you should see them. Why Lord is saying to see them? Because if we take shelter of Krishna, Lord is advising, he's saying, come to my shelter, then Lord will help us to get rid of that situation. Otherwise, it is a horrible situation, very troublesome, very painful. Living body is very, very painful. So much to say by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. And now I will stop my speaking here. Thank you all the boys and all the girls, trying to become, and now you have another duty. All the boys, all the girls, to make some more friends and bring them to the temple. All of you will do?
Yes.
Okay. So we have no prasadam for you. All of you can come. First, the prasadam I will give you, your leader Haridas.